Hello, Shuichi. Thank you for joining us in our podcast for Contemplation Show. Shuichi is a Kintsugi artist based in Toronto, and I want to explore more about the question about the philosophy behind Kintsugi more specifically. And before I delve into this topic, would you mind? I want to ask you, how is your personal journey of getting into kintsugi practice, if you don't mind sharing to us?
Oh, hi. Thank you for having me today. Um, uh, the reason why I started Kintsugi was it was very simple.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it actually is not my family business. My parents didn't do Kintsugi. Actually, they didn't do any traditional things. But
Mm-hmm.
when after leaving my parent house, I met a person who has this technique, Kintsugi technique.
Mm-hmm.
And also I have a lot of collection of good pottery, Japanese traditional pottery. So I thought it's good idea to have this kintsugi technique to save my collections if
Oh, okay.
in case I accidentally broke my pieces.
Hmm.
Well, actually I have never broken any of my collection of traditional
Yes, yes.
pottery.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is the reason, and it was almost 20 years ago
Oh, and the collection came from your family, or did you collect it by yourself?
by myself.
Oh, okay. And
Yeah,
how
that
long? Yes.
yes, yeah, no, that collection is called very specific pottery called bizenware. Bizenware, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And when you learn kintsugi, do you find a mentor? How does the mentor and the student relationship works between the artists, especially in Japanese society? Because it's not like Western country, right? You're not like paying someone like an instructor. Hey, can you teach me kintsugi? Does it work the same way as Western countries?
Oh, it's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
So my way to become a kintsugi artist is a little bit different way as usual.
Okay.
Different way, yeah. Not the usual way, because usually if you want to be a traditional artist or
Yeah.
craftsman,
Yeah.
you need to train for a long time at some atelier, or
Mm.
maybe you need to enter a college or university
For kintsugi.
specified for the traditional art,
Mm-hmm.
and they get some fundamental of the technique and the knowledges. Every day you need to practice from morning to night,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe 3 years or 4 years, then you can enter some ateliers, then start more specific training. But in my case, well, actually my teacher
Mm-hmm.
was just a drinking friend
Oh,
originally.
okay. So it was like,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's not the relationship between teacher and the student, but the
it's
drinking
more like
friend.
a friend to friend.
A friend, yes, friend is friend.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, well, it's not very, how do I say, it's not very strict, relationships, but
Yes,
more
yes.
very
I know
casual.
what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
So, the good point was I could learn anything from him, and
mm.
also I could try any new things or any technique. How do I say, a the some field next to kintsugi. Does it make sense?
Uh,
Because if you want, if you a wow, it's a very good question, this difficult question. I think
It's
I
okay.
was more ready to speak with this. Sorry.
Yes, yes.
So if you enter Kintsugi Atelier, you are going to learn only Kintsugi, right? But I
Yes,
had a
yes.
chance to learn some field next to Kintsugi.
Oh, okay. So you learned something different and then you gradually transition to Kintsugi?
Yeah, but at the same time, both.
Both. I see, I see.
Yeah, practicing Kintsugi
I
and
see.
also practicing some, for example, like a pottery
Yeah, 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 yeah.
and makie.
Okay, you told us. Yeah, yeah.
Makie and also raden or other urushi coating. These
Mhm.
are all
Subfields of the
yes,
Japanese authentic craftsmanship.
exactly yes.
Yes, yes.
And also, it's a little bit complicated things, but in the history, we
Yeah.
didn't have kintsugi artists. We didn't have kintsugi artists who did kintsugi.
Oh,
Were
okay. Mm-hmm.
yeah, who did kintsugi were like a maki artist who
Mm-hmm.
used the urushi, and
Mm-hmm.
also urushi coating artist who use the urushi,
Mm-hmm.
and also a cultural conservators, because most of we have a lot of cultural heritage which uses urushi. So these kind of people did kintsugi as their side businesses. So we
Okay.
didn't have kintsugi artists,
Yes,
but
yes.
these kind of people did kintsugi as a side job. So
Mm-hmm.
these people's fields are different. So
Yeah.
their method are slightly different. So my teacher knew each field, so I got a chance to access each techniques.
Each technique. Okay.
Yeah, and understand. Okay, they use this technique because this is good for this, and okay, they use this material because good for this. So I
Mm-hmm.
can combine all the wisdom from each field.
I see.
Mhm.
And is there room for you to explore and be creative within by using those techniques? Do you create also your own way of doing it? Because I'm pretty sure a lot of artists they have their own like style, I should say,
Right.
right?
Yeah, that is also wow, good question I think, and very deep question.
Mm-hmm.
So I say myself kintsugi artist,
Uh,
but kintsugi is not art thing,
okay, I see.
because um okay, people ask me to
Mm-hmm.
fix the pieces because they won't keep using it,
Mm-hmm. It's
or yeah,
mm-hmm.
because they want to pass the pieces to down to the next generation because it's very
Mm-hmm.
important pieces.
Yes, of course, yeah.
Then yeah, if I want to make it an art, it
Mm-hmm.
means I'm going to use the such a precious pieces, important pieces for them as a canvas to express my ego. Does it make sense?
As a canvas to express your ego. Okay, so it's a way of expression then.
Right. So I should not
Yes.
use their pieces to express myself.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So our work focuses try to find the best balances or harmony between the
Ah,
original piece
uh-huh, uh-huh.
and the new, I mean, scars,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So, it's not necessary to use gold always.
Yes.
Maybe sometimes silver or platinum
Mm-hmm.
or just a black color or red color. It
Mm-hmm.
doesn't matter. Sometimes,
Yes, doesn't matter. Mhm.
gold is too strong, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, so try, and also maybe a thick line or a thin line
Mm-hmm.
or curvy line, or sometimes you can emphasize the corner
Mm-hmm.
edges.
Yes.
So our basic mindset is we should not express our things, but try to find the best balances or
Best
harmony
balance.
between
I see.
yeah
Okay.
But if you some if it's your own piece,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
like if I find some broken pieces from
Mm-hmm.
antique market and
Mm-hmm.
Kintsugi for fun,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
I can do more artistic things on the
Yeah.
surface.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and for example, maybe I can decorate the chipped part
Yeah, yeah.
with makie or raden, or replace the if I couldn't find a missing part, maybe I
Mm-hmm.
can make the part with mother of pearl,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe beach glasses
Mm-hmm.
things. Yes.
Mm-hmm. It's amazing. It's amazing that you balance the art and with your own style to keep the medium balance. And so I want to transition more to the practice of kintsugi.
Hmm.
So I discovered kintsugi when I was studying psychology, just by watching YouTube, Google, and in the kintsugi it explained that it's a practice of repairing broken items,
Right.
like let's say that. Um, and then I discovered my friend actually referred me to you that, oh, there's a kintsugi artist in Toronto. Do you want to check it out? At that time, I was very interested in the concept of kintsugi, not like the practice itself. I wanted to like understand what is this art. And you said that kintsugi is it's a very intimate and vulnerable practice that you fix an item by spending time long hours, and it seems like you're also like fixing and healing yourself as well.
Hmm.
Like it's like you're healing your broken items, and it makes it more beautiful. I want to ask now, like nowadays in Western countries, there's like a very shallow definition of kintsugi. Oh, kintsugi is like a method of fixing plates with gold. That's it, right? But your approach is quite different. Like from traditional Japanese perspective, what's the philosophy behind kintsugi?
Hmm. Yes. So yeah, I realized. Yeah, as you said, I realized, outside of Japan, people are recognizing, kintsugi as like metaphor, like symbol of resilience or healings, or
Yeah,
sometimes the acceptance of impermanence. No, in
like accepting
imperfection.
the bad parts as well, right?
Yes,
Yeah, because I think like we as humans, we also have like bad parts,
yes,
but
yes.
sometimes we like don't show to other people. But kintsugi like, hey, look at my bad part, but it looks more beautiful because it's more like highlighted. You see my bad part, but
Mhm.
it still looks beautiful, right? Like,
Yes. Yes. So maybe I can introduce where this, philosophy came from.
mm,
Came from, of course it's from Japanese history or culture, or uh how we recognize the world, right? And yeah, we accept imperfection because we have the word shogyo mujo.
mm-hmm.
Shogyo mujo, it means everything keeps changing, nothing can be the same.
uh,
Yeah, no, everything keep changing, and we
mhm.
cannot, you know we cannot control the flow in the world or universe.
I
And
see.
yeah, what we can do is just accept it because
Uh-huh.
we cannot control it.
Mm-hmm.
So we also don't deny what happened on the pieces.
Mm-hmm.
It's broken, but we
Yes.
don't deny it, so we don't hide or disguise the scars, but
Uh-huh.
accept it. Yeah, accept it, and try to find the best balances or harmony between
Mhm.
the original pieces
Mhm.
and the scars.
Mhm.
And if you have more room in your mind, maybe you can decorate it and make it sublimated into art, like beautiful things.
Mhm.
So yeah, the basic part of acceptance of imperfection or impermanence or bad thing, it came from this. So we accept what happened on the piece, and we can also say we don't deny the piece if it's perfect
Yeah.
too.
Mhm.
So if it's perfect, that's totally okay. If you don't have a scar, that's totally fine.
Mhm.
You don't need to pretend you have a scar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it means
Because. Mhm.
yeah, so it means we don't break pieces by ourselves.
Yeah, I think that's the important difference because sometimes when you want to make kintsugi, you purposefully break your item and then try to fix it just for the sake of kintsugi, right?
Yes.
It's not like that.
Yeah. So yeah, we accept impermanence, but it means we don't like intentional things.
Mm-hmm.
And also uh we have a respect or politeness to the things,
Yes, yes. Mm-hmm.
but just in inanimated objects.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we try to save the broken pieces, and
Mm-hmm.
also we try to maintenance a broken pieces
Mm-hmm.
and created this method kintsugi.
Mm-hmm.
So we always showing the respect and the politeness to the pieces. So why can't we break the pieces by ourselves?
Yes.
Yeah, so right, we often see some kintsugi method online, maybe YouTube or TikTok or
Yeah.
Instagram, and most of the case, this information were created by non-Japanese people, and they said, okay, let's start doing kintsugi first.
Mm-hmm.
Prepare bowl and hammer and brick, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that is very against our culture and also against our philosophies,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
and it's also against where the kintsugi come from.
Yes. You
Mm,
said that it's against our culture, and you are based in Canada, Toronto, and practice in Japanese authentic arts. And Japanese approach is very different from Western attitude of like handling objects. And from my observation, I see a very deep connection between an artist and an object. Like the attitude is very different when you like when we're moving, let's say for example when we're moving out from an apartment, we have a lot of items right in our house, so we just sell it, we just leave it at our backyard. Hey, you can get this. But when I see Japanese people, I see they have a very deep connection with the object. I don't know how to explain it. It's just that, like, the whole attitude is different. Like, the way you show respect to the object is seems very valuable, and it seems very deeply ingrained in the practice of kintsugi.
right. Yeah, maybe yes. Yeah, you are right. But we also do the like a backyard sale,
Yes,
but
yes.
always someone is you know a someone will be there.
Okay, okay, okay.
I
Yeah, yeah.
mean,
No
in
problem.
here
Uh-huh.
sometimes just the items are on the backyard, not backyard, but on the front yard,
No, on the front yard.
and
Yeah,
well, and it
yeah,
left for week, and
yeah, yeah,
sometimes it was wet by rain or
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and for me, I'm so sad to see that
Uh-huh.
because I am I can see okay the owner don't care about
Okay.
this item, and
Mm-hmm.
also owner don't care if somebody don't want to own it. Does it make sense? Because if it's wet,
Mm-hmm.
dirty with like a wind or sand, who will want to have that,
Yes, I
right?
see what you mean. Yeah.
But they don't care and just left it. And maybe, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks later or 3 weeks later, after they got very, very dirty, they put them in the garbage bin.
Ah, I see.
It happens a lot,
It
right?
happens. Yes, yes.
Yeah. So we don't do that, but we try to have the care as much as possible
Mm-hmm.
before we
Yeah.
sell to
Mm-hmm.
random people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. I'll give you a very interesting example. Like I was selling one of my old cameras, and like back in my mind, I don't want to give it to like a person that's not gonna use. Since I use the camera, I have a like big attachment to them, so I want to like pass it on to the person who has the same attitude as me. Like I'm
Mhm.
gonna use this item, I'm gonna create with this camera a lot of good pictures, good moments. So I want to make sure that this camera is being used by a person who wants to take pictures. Like you have to have a passion or love to
Right.
take pictures. You know, right?
Right.
Yeah, yeah. It's just crossed my mind,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
when you practice kintsugi, you mentioned the urushi. Would you mind sharing what is urushi
Oh,
in
yes.
kintsugi? Yeah.
Yes. So in Kintsugi, we use this material, urushi, but not use any chemical materials like epoxy
Mm-hmm.
glue or crazy glue, but we use this material, urushi. So urushi is just a tree sap, but that tree sap is strong enough to glue the pieces together, and
Ah,
also it makes the Kintsugi pieces food safe.
mm-hmm.
So urushi is a tree sap from
Urushi tree.
urushi trees.
And does it grow in Ontario?
If Canadian government allows, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So urushi tree grows in Japan, Korea, and some part of China.
Yeah.
And the largest urushi producing prefecture is in Japan is Iwate Prefecture, and that Iwate Prefecture's climate is almost same as Toronto.
Okay. Very
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah.
They also have a lot of snow,
Mm-hmm.
but so if Canadian government allows, yes, we can grow urushi.
I see. So
Mhm.
Canada has to give you permission to plant trees?
I think so because it's the
That's
plant from outside of Canada.
okay.
I think it's very strict.
That's very interesting. I didn't know that. I thought like when you have like a seed for the rushi, you could just plant anywhere.
But even you got a urushi seedlings or seed,
Yeah.
you need to wait for 15 years until you can start harvest urushi.
So you want to bring like the already grown urushu tree and plant it. I think
Mhm.
that's the fastest way. Okay, I see.
Yeah, so 15 years old urushi tree, yes, now you can get the urushi sap.
Yeah, and it's amazing. Like everything Kintsugi related is all natural. You guys don't use like processed materials like glue, like gold. Well, you guys use gold, but it's still like natural environment products.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so we use this urushi in all the process of kintsugi. So from gluing, filling the gap, and filling the chip,
Yeah.
and even creating a missing part. You can make a missing part with this urushi sap,
Oh,
and yeah, because it's tree sap. After it get cured, the color will be like a black, dark color. So
yeah.
that's why, if you want, you can add gold powder in the end. But
Yes.
even, adhesive to attach gold powder, we use urushi.
Mm-hmm.
So we cannot do anything without urushi. And regarding, the old natural materials, so we don't use even like a sandpaper or
Mm-hmm.
something uh to remove the excess urushi
Excess.
or
Yeah.
polish the urushi. But
Mm-hmm.
what we use is charcoal.
Mm-hmm.
Charcoal, because sandpaper has literally sand on the surface. So if you use it on the surface of the ceramic, it will get scratched.
It will damage. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but we have a charcoal, but it's not the same charcoal as barbecue charcoal. It's specialized for polishing urushi.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as you use that charcoal,
Yes.
you polish only urushi, and the surface of the ceramic is okay.
Uh-huh. So it's not barbecue charcoal that you can find in Canadian Tire.
Right, but what do you? But one thing that you can find in Canada is we call it toxa.
Uh-huh.
English name is horsetail.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
That like a plant, like a grass, living around a marsh or river.
Yeah, yeah.
You can use it as a polishing material, and it works out very well.
Okay, it's very interesting.
Hmm.
And I wanted to transition to a question of you've been a very big proponent in Japanese culture and arts in Toronto to spread the real Japanese authentic culture. And what kind of difficulties did you face when you were spreading or promoting Kintsugi artists to Canadian society? What was the like common difficulties that you faced?
Oh, difficulties.
Yeah, like did people like understand your Kintsugi? Did they criticize you? Oh, like why is Kintsugi like this? Can we just like use this material? No, like they wanna like change the practice.
Yeah, so I came to Toronto 6 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and after then immediately COVID thing started.
Yeah.
And when I could start teaching and also showing the real Kintsugi pieces to
Mm-hmm.
people, were when the COVID things started fading away. So it's around 3.5 years ago or something. So that time, most people didn't know Kintsugi.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, yeah, most people didn't know Kintsugi. So the first my chance that I could show the real Kintsugi pieces to people at the event was at Anime North.
Ah,
Anime North is very huge
huge
uh,
one.
festival
Mm-hmm.
of Japanese manga anime game held in Mississauga.
Mm.
And wow, wow, more than 80% people thought, oh, that guy is selling ceramics.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, and some people notice the golden part of each ceramic,
Oh,
and
uh-huh, uh-huh.
they thought, oh, that guy painted with gold.
Ah, okay, yeah, yeah,
And only very few, maybe one or two people,
yeah.
said, oh, I know this concept. I don't know the name, but these are all the broken pieces, right? And
Yes,
you
yes,
fix
yes,
it with
yes.
gold. So, in this maybe few years, Kintsugi, getting more famous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that for almost 3.5 years, my difficulty was how to explain kintsugi to people, because most people didn't know the concept.
Yeah.
And then some of them said, okay, but why you don't need to fix the thing, just buy new thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually maybe I couldn't access
Mm-hmm.
to the group of the people who appreciate kintsugi,
Yeah.
right? But
Mm-hmm.
that era, I was really struggled with explaining what kintsugi is and why we fix the pieces. And I don't,
Yes.
because I didn't think about it. Why do I need to fix the pieces when I was
Yes,
in
yes,
Japan?
yes, yes. Uh-huh.
And I realized, okay, I need to analyze the cultural difference between Japan and Canada,
Ah,
and I
uh-huh.
need to be able to explain the differences.
Uh,
Otherwise, you don't understand.
uh-huh, uh-huh, yeah.
Yes, and analyze, 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 and also, before analyzing, I need to recognize about our culture and mindset or philosophy because it's like
Yes,
air. So it's like air. So it's we usually don't recognize, right? Because
yes,
it's too
yes.
natural for us.
Yes.
So it was so hard to recognize what our culture is and analyze and what the Canadian culture is and
Yeah.
analyze it and explain the differences. And if you ask me, the difficulty now
Mm-hmm.
uh, is I think it's okay if I can explain a lot of things, but I found at least I need 3 hours to explain
Explain
what
everything. Yeah.
yes, explain everything, what Kintsugi is, what our culture is, and what our philosophy is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so yeah, maybe that part. But once people take my Kintsugi 101, which
Mm-hmm.
is
Yes.
3 hours Kintsugi lecture,
Mm-hmm.
everyone understand.
Yeah, it will explain everything. Yes.
Yes, but most people don't want to spend their time, and they get satisfied by watching, you know, 5 second short movies on
Mm.
TikTok
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
Instagram's reels, right?
Yeah.
So I feel difficult to approach this group of people.
I see. I see.
Hmm.
And
Yeah, but it's much better than before for me.
yeah. And now, like when you attract the people that you want, right? So if people can recognize your mission, they would just come to you because it like if you're in a suitable environment, let's say to attract artists, to attract whoever is curious about kintsugi, and they just come along your way naturally. You don't have to like over explain yourself. Yeah. And what my last question is what are your, if you don't mind sharing, what are your future projects of kintsugi in Toronto?
Future project of Kintsugi in Toronto.
Yeah, I know it's like a very broad question. I think could be a very personal question, but
So I have two things.
yes.
So the first one is a Kintsugi work for me. So
Mhm.
recently I got a huge plate from Japan. Well, the plate was made in Japan
Okay.
almost a 170 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and the plate, I think that plate was made to export to abroad.
Mm-hmm.
So I was lucky I could find it at the antique market and I got it. So it has a lot of crack.
Uh-huh.
So I'm planning to fix it. The size is almost 1 meter.
What? That's a
Diameter
big
is
one.
1 meters. So it will be a good um how to say my representative work.
Yes, yes, yes.
Hmm.
Oh, that's quite ambitious project.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
And the second one is I haven't decided yet, but last year
Uh-huh.
at the Nuit Blanche,
Hmm.
I I had a exhibitions of a Kintsugi. Sorry, I suddenly I forgot the title. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah. I think nude plunge is gonna start on October 8th.
Yes, October. Oh my God, almost one year.
Almost. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so last October, I hold Kintsugi exhibition at the Nuit Blanche. Nuit Blanche is a huge art festival in Toronto, and I did the world's the world's first Kintsugi installation.
Oh, huh.
Yep, and the title. is a Kintsugi in price of cultural resilience. In
Okay,
price.
it's an interesting title.
Yeah. So because in Canada, we have a lot of immigrants from all over the world,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and they brought their important pieces from their countries,
Yes.
and the pieces are sometimes that pieces are keepsake, and that pieces are like the some important item to show their culture or root. So when these pieces got broken accidentally, they cannot throw away. Of
Mm-hmm.
course, we cannot put them in a garbage bin. So most people keep the fragment, and
Yeah.
some people keep them for decades, like 40 years or 50 years. And after coming to Canada, my
Yeah.
job was keep fixing these important pieces. So in this exhibition, I displayed these important pieces and
Yes.
also displayed their a stories behind the pieces,
Uh-huh.
which shows also their culture or memory of family.
Mm-hmm.
So it was very successful,
Mm-hmm.
and I really want to have the same exhibitions.
Nice. This year, eh?
I know this year.
This
I
year.
haven't decided. I
Okay,
haven't
okay.
decided yet, but yeah, this is my another plan.
Nice, nice. All right. Well, thank you for joining our podcast, Shuichi, and I really appreciate for your time of sharing your knowledge, your experience of Japanese traditional art. And once again, thank you.
Thank you, thanks.
Thank you. Okay.